Hello and welcome back to Not Just Another Fat Girl. This is Kristen, aka your resident fat girl, and today you guys are getting me cozy, comfy. So, no makeup, all natural. I've got layers. Well, you can kind of see double layers on the shirt, this, all because it is 30 something degrees in Florida. Yeah. It's funny because I really enjoy the cold weather. But like right now I don't have my heat on in the house. So yeah, it gives me a reason to bundle up. I'm not complaining about it. I do enjoy it. Um, Only complaint that I have is just the little toesy woesies. I have two pairs of socks on right now, plus I have my little knockoff Ugg boots. And needless to say, my feet are still a little cold. But other than that, I'm good. So I know it's been a little while. I've been really inconsistent with the videos, and I'm really sorry about that. I started a new job, and I'm still working overnight in the hospital on the weekends, but my new job is Monday through Friday in Tampa. So I'm commuting every single day from Orlando to Tampa. So round trip, just depending on traffic, that's anywhere from 3 to 4 hours just driving, not including the time at work. And I'm always working extra, so needless to say, I am staying very busy. Plus, I am still writing and trying to stay, committed to doing the videos and stuff like that. Hopefully, I'll reach a point where I can cut back on everything that I have to do. But I'm a single mom. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a single mom. I have 3 kids. I have a boy who is 12, a little girl who's about to be 11 in February, and my youngest is 4. He'll be 5 in May. Both of my boys are autistic. My oldest one has Asperger's. My youngest is on the other end of the spectrum. He is low functioning. And to be 100% honest with you, it's very challenging. A lot of people don't stop to think about, being a single mom as it is very difficult. But being a plus size single mom, sadly, it really shouldn't, but it does add some new dynamics to the situation. Number one would be when you go to the park with the kids, when you go to theme parks, regular parks, anywhere you go with the kids, you have to worry about whether or not you are going to be above the weight limit to play with them. Is that little playground equipment really going to hold my big old butt? And I'm the type of mom where I'm right up in there. I am right in there with my kids. I'm not sitting on the sidelines. If I'm sitting on the sidelines, it's only because my oldest is being antisocial and I don't want him to be sitting alone. For the most part though, especially my daughter, she has a lot of energy. She loves to run and play. She wants me to be right there with them. So that's also the number one reason why I, eat healthy, why I feel like I need to be healthy, because 3 kids, that requires a lot of energy to keep up with them. And so that's the number one concern right there, is just, am I going to be able to do everything with them? Outside of that, unfortunately, people judge your children based off of you. People judge, period, which I don't believe you ever should. But unfortunately, people look at me and they look at my children and they make accusations, they make assumptions. And so I feel the need to kind of go above and beyond in some ways to ensure that when I'm out with my children that, I'm not sitting there in dirty, raggedy clothes, looking like a bum with disheveled hair and stuff like that. I make sure that my kids, look clean and presentable when they're out and about, just because I never want the fact that I'm plus size or that I'm bigger to negatively affect them, even if it's just in thought alone. And the sad part is that there's so much fat phobia out there that simply because I am plus size, there are a lot of people who will write me off just like that, who will write my children off at the snap of a finger simply because they have an extra curvy mom. And honestly, I've never really talked about this, but I think my daughter, being the way that she is, so health conscious, that all started in school. And it really wouldn't surprise me if somebody made the assumption that we eat unhealthily at home. And that is why they pushed extra hard with her. Not even realize that I don't have junk food in my house. My family always complains because they come over and you won't find chips, you won't find candy, you won't find soda, you won't find any of the stuff that everybody loves to just go crazy with in my house. The closest thing to junk food that I have in my house is popcorn. And it's not even the microwave popcorn. It's the popcorn where you have to take the time to actually pop it in the machine. So it's sadly so often people judge a book by its cover. They assume because I'm extra curvy that I am not living a healthy lifestyle. They assume that I don't exercise. They assume that I'm not active with my children. They assume that my oldest son is overweight because I indulge his every fatty junk food filled whim. And that's just so far from the truth. But as a single mom, there are so many more things that I have to consider. They don't have a strong father figure in their life who can bear some of these concerns. They don't have somebody else to turn to play with them, to do things with them. It's just me. So it's hard. Sometimes it's really hard because financially everything is on me. From start to finish, every single thing is on me. And my boys, they have autism, but we don't receive help from the state. I don't get any type of government assistance whatsoever. It literally is all on me. No child support, no state, no nothing. They have nobody to fall back on. If I don't deliver, my children are screwed. That is a lot of responsibility. That's a lot of stress. That's a lot to take into consideration because every single choice that I make, I have to consider any possible way that it could adversely affect them. And being a single mom in general is not easy. And I'm not saying that, my size all of a sudden makes my situation twice as difficult as any other single moms. That's not what I'm saying at all. That couldn't be further from the truth. Being a single mom, a single parent, period, is difficult. But everybody has their own unique challenges within that situation. And being plus size adds some unique twists, some unique challenges to being a single mom. And there's not a single day that goes by that I don't think about the ways that I'm impacting my children, the way that every single decision that I make impacts them, the way that I look impacts them, the way that I carry myself out in public impacts them, the way that, a playground structure is built impacts whether or not I can play with them. All of those things I think about and I think hard about. And they are the driving force as to why I do what I do, why I work so much, why I try to be healthy. This year, I have made it a goal to actually do breakfast. I have always, even when I was really young, I've never been a breakfast person. And I've had doctors tell me, that that's a big mistake on my part. And I also had a doctor who told me that if you're not hungry for breakfast, forcing yourself to eat breakfast actually is just forcing yourself to consume extra calories. So that was a very different take. I hadn't heard that from a medical professional before, but being that the majority kind of side against him, I am making an effort to actually eat breakfast. This morning, I'm not eating my breakfast. I am drinking my breakfast. Well, playing a smoothie. So, got a smoothie with some multivitamin blasts in there, some immunity blasts, because I don't know, my throat is kind of a little scratchy. So, well, not really my throat. My throat doesn't really hurt. It's just my voice. So I had laryngitis a week, maybe 2 weeks now ago. And I am still recovering from that. So that's why I kind of sound a little funky funk. But yeah, just wanted to come on and to make a video real quick, kind of talking to other plus size single moms, letting you know, hey, you are not alone in your concerns, in what you're dealing with, what you're going through, whether you have one child or five children. Oh, sweet cherry pie. Yeah, no, I really need to drink my breakfast. It doesn't matter the number. It just matters that you're not alone. You may feel alone in what you're going through, what you are up against, but I promise you, there is a whole world full of plus size single parents who are facing the same challenges, who share the same concerns, who, get stressed out to the point where they want to go and they want to just, eat. We all feel the pressure and respond to the pressure in different ways. Just stay focused on your kids. They are the reason, for me anyways, they are the reason why I do what I do. And I know any parent who loves their child feels exactly the same way. They are why you put up with the BS. They are why you stop and think about what other people are thinking from time to time. Not because you care what they think, but because you care what they say and how they are to your children. That is a valid concern. So do not feel alone. You are not alone. I am with you. I am in that boat. And just at the end of the day, know that you can only do what you can do. I had to learn the hard way, come to accept that I may want to be super mom, but I am not super mom. I cannot be everywhere at once. And sometimes you have to make hard choices. Sometimes you have to decide between working those extra hours to make sure the electric bill is paid or attending that play at school. I've been there. I know exactly what it's like. It's not easy. At the end of the day, though, my big thing is I need to be able to look my children in the eye and say that I did everything that I could. And in 10 years from now, 20 years, whenever it may be, I know they'll look back and they may not see it now, but at some point, they will see the truth behind that statement. That I really am doing everything that I possibly can. And that's really all you can ask for. That's all anyone can ask for. And if they are demanding any more, girl, tell them kiss your big old butt. I look at them and say, kiss my big white butt. So stay strong, stay positive, know that you are not alone, and just keep on swimming. Until next time, guys, stay fabulous. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I know it's a little different from what I normally do. It kind of may feel a little bit ranty. Not really ranty, but just kind of all over the place. Try to stay on topic. And I can never, ever, ever do short videos for some reason. They are just not in my repertoire. But nonetheless, thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, stay fabulous.